Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. A very special episode, a 2-year anniversary episode. Well, more specifically, it's my 2-year wedding anniversary between, me and my wife. And it's also, well, not an anniversary here at all, but we've been doing this for a little while. But anywho, let's get into it. Today, we're making a nice romantic dinner. A yummy, delicious meal, all right? And it's gonna be just like you read in the description, all right? We got ourselves some steaks, all right? We got ourselves some potatoes, all right? We're gonna make ourselves some Caesar salad, all right? You don't even have to complicate it that much. You can just buy that in a bottle, assuming you're making a quick and easy dinner to impress a date. If you really want to impress them, you make the dressing, just like we're doing here, all right? But no need. All right, and this is something, again, very simple, very easy that anyone can do out there. Again, just like what we try to do with most of the recipes out here. If not, I'll let you know ahead of time. You already know what's up. And this is, again, something very quick and very easy that you can do. Just like we did yesterday with the chicken. That's more low budget. This is more high budget. All right, we got the T-bones. We're going to be celebrating an anniversary. We're both celebrating. You already know what's up. So, without further ado, let's roll the intro real quick and let's get started, because I'm hungry. So what's up, guys? Hope you guys are ready to rock and roll. Usually we start the show a little earlier in the day, but it's our anniversary. We had a bunch of things going on, and actually what really happened is that we lost internet earlier today, and we had no internet for a good majority of the day. And then by the time we got the internet going, we were busy with other stuff and yada yada yada. Here we are. No worries. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we have a few things we're going to be doing today for the nice romantic dinner, all right? And we're going to go step by step here, all right? So that way it'll be easy for you if you're following along, all right? Whenever you're watching this, if you're doing it now or later, pun intended. All right, so I'm going to go through the order of the things that we're going to do, all right? And then we're going to do them. Before we get started, though, let's just get the oven on, all right? Might as well, because we're going to be using it right away. So let's just get that going while we're over here talking, blabbing away. All right, so let's get that going. Around 300, 375, 400 degrees hot. All right, we want it hot. All right, so we're gonna be roasting some potatoes. All right, nice, yummy roasted potatoes. We're gonna be poaching some pears. Nice, yummy dessert. I wanted to do some chocolate covered strawberries, but I couldn't find any strawberries. And since, we had no strawberries, I like that. Turn the music on over here remotely. Anyways, So since I didn't have any strawberries, I was like, oh, let's see what other fruits are on the shelves that we could choose from in order to make a nice dessert. And I saw some pears, and I thought, let's just make some nice poached pears, make a nice little caramel, something yummy, whatever. Then we're going to be washing the lettuce that we're going to be using to make the nice Caesar salad. Why do we want to wash the lettuce and get that done ahead of time? Well, because we want it to dry as much as possible. Salad dressing does not like wet lettuce. Like if you put, salad dressing on wet lettuce or wet salad, you already know, not good. So we want to be able to make sure that the leaves are as dry as possible, all right? So that we can add the lettuce. So we can add the dressing to the lettuce to moisten it up, to make it nice and delish, all right? You already know what's up. Get it nice and perfect, all right? And then once we get all that going, all right? Once we got the potatoes done, once we got the pears done, once we got the dressing done, and we just got to dress the salad, then we cook the steak, all right? Then we just make the steak. And I was thinking about making maybe like a steak au pois. I was thinking, making steak Diane. There's a bunch of things I could do. And very simply, I asked her, hey, what do you want? What's your preferred steak cooking, method, preference, what have you? And she just said, you know what? Just cook it. I like it. I like it nice and raw. Well, not raw, but like medium rare, salt and pepper. And that's it. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to try and cook it as perfectly as possible. All right. We're going to see if we can go through that. See if we can get it a nice medium rare. All right. Crossing our fingers. We're going to do it. Doing this live. Ain't no camera magic. So it is what it is. All right. So, all right. And that's it. And once we get the steak done, we let it rest for a little bit. And then that's it. We eat. We get, so, all right. So, let's get started. All right, just wanted to go through the whole process so anyone out there, again, that wants to follow along or wants to know what they're in for today, besides me, just wanted to give you an update. All right, so let's get started. First thing, let's wash these taters and get them ready. We're just simply going to roast these guys, all right? Now, I was going to roast them in this bigger pan here, but I was like, that's too much, a little bit overkill. As I have them in here, I realized, this is probably perfect. That's metal, I think I'll do a good job. So we're gonna do a few things, right? So follow me, all right? Let's go over here. We need to go to the sink, so I'm gonna put on the GoPro sync cam, and we're gonna go from there. So let's do that. Okay. So as you guys can see, we got these potatoes, so let's just give them a quick little wash. All right. Because these taters, first of all, let's just dip them in the water. Because these taters, they came from the store, and we don't know where they've been. So, and I'm not here to, I don't want to be asking questions, and I don't care where they've been, but what I'm going to do, though, is just give them a wash, you know what I mean? So this already has like a little light soap in there. That's fine, man. Again, we're literally, remember, these have been in the dirt and all kinds of shit like that, So, in fact, this is what we're going to do. All right, so that way. Okay, so just give them a quick little wash. You're like, oh, is soap going to get in my potatoes? No, because if you wash them, you don't want any soap on them. Come on, guys. There you guys can see there. Yeah. So we're just going to wash them taters. Now, the reason we're doing the taters first is because, again, I asked another question. I go, hey, do you want the dessert cold or hot? And she goes, no, I want it hot. I want it warm. I'm like, all right. That means hot. So that means that we're gonna do the pears a little later in this order of things that we're doing here. Now, if she would have wanted the pears cold, then we would have done we would have done the pears first. Yeah, I'm just grabbing whatever soap there, man. That's it, Nothing crazy. Anyways, I would have done the pears first. And that's it. Alright. But we're doing the taters. So, why am I doing these taters? Why am I not doing some fancy asparagus? Why am I not doing something completely different? This is what we had, you know. Again, I went through the store, you know, to my local purveyors, and I see what they got. It's seasonal. A lot of things are seasonal on here, so I don't got. It's not like the U.S. where you guys have everything. You know, we kind of do. We have almost everything, but again, it's mostly seasonal, which is great. It's even better because you know it's not like GMO to death or whatever, or chemicals to death. So, all right, we're gonna quick wash. Because again, we're eating the skin. We're gonna definitely eat the skin on these bad boys. All right. We'll give it a quick rinse. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. Now we're going to use the same pan, so I'm just going to kind of put it here so it can drain a little bit. Okay. Okay. You see what I'm doing? Drain, 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 drain. Just draining these guys real quick. All right. So now we're going to get a towel. All right. Just going to dry this up a little bit. All right. Transfer these guys in there. All right. Now let's bring it back over here. All right. Okay. Look at that. So we got them taters. Boom. We got it right there. Nice and washed. Thank you for joining me on my trip to the sink. All right. So now what we're going to do is that we're going to season these bad boys up. We're going to cook them in this pan. All right. Make it easy. Again, the metal will help, you know, with the crispiness, I think. I don't know, from my opinions. All right. Let me. So anyway, so what are we going to add to this? How are we going to season this? All right. Well, first of all, we can season it with anything. You know, anything you want. By the way, look at this. I repurposed. You should do this, all right, with all kinds of things. I'm sure a lot of you guys do. But just repurpose is a grinder. You know what I mean? The old pepper grinder. All right. So we're just gonna, you know, reuse that as now a salt grinder for the coarse salt. First thing we're gonna do though is oil. Why oil? Well, because we want to make sure that these taters. Oh, see, that's why I also chose this round thing. Makes it a lot easier. Anyways, all right. So you know, we'll make sure nice and oiled. All right. So that way, whatever you're gonna throw on it, it's gonna stick. All right. So look at this. Magnifique. Magnifico. Look at that. Oh, wow. So you don't need to spend all that fancy money on all these fancy salt shakers. Just go to Walmart, get yourself a pepper grinder, then get yourself the fancy salt, and then just stick it in. You know, like, see, see this pepper grinder thingy? I just repurposed it, and there we go. So now I got my own salt and pepper grinder. I'm good to go. Okay. All right. So now what? Okay. So pepper. Duh. And let's get that pepper up in there. All right. There's nothing like freshly cracked pepper. I am sorry. I mean, you can use that other powdered pepper, the pepper that's already pre-ground, whatever. That's a completely different thing. It's not this. So we're gonna use heavy salt and pepper, okay? Because, you know, potatoes, you have to. All right, so what else? What else do we got? All right, let's see what else we got. All right, hold on, we gotta see. We gotta come over here and see. By the way, we got the tepache over here that we worked on yesterday. We're gonna, you know, open it up today. All right, so what else are we gonna add to the potatoes? What else would be good? All right, well, we got thyme. We have. Let's use some of this Mexican oregano. All right. And I think that's it. I don't know. I don't want to over. some rosemary. Alright, let's go with that. Simple. Right? Kiss. Alright? You guys, everyone should use Kiss on a daily basis, you know, whenever you're doing your, whatever you're doing in life, okay? What is Kiss? Keep it simple, stupid, alright? K-I-S. Keep it simple, stupid, alright? So, this is what we're doing here, alright? Salt, pepper, oil. Next, thyme. Thyme is good. I like the thyme is just very yummy. It's gonna go very well here. Alright, so let's just add some thyme. It goes very well with potatoes, with chicken, with whatever you want. We're gonna add some rosemary. Alright. Now let's get some of this rosemary and crush it up a little bit, alright? Release a little bit of those oils, alright, in the hands of the beast. Anyways, but yeah, just this helps a little bit more, you know, with the flavor. Distribution. Okay. Salt. Okay, so again, we got the thyme, we got the rosemary, and now look at this Mexican oregano. Look at that. So this is picked, you know, from out here. You know, one of these lovely trees. Not in my backyard, somebody else's. And then just dried, and that's it. And then it's just, you know, it's just different oregano. I don't want to say it's superior to other oreganos because they all have a different flavor. So this is good. Here, you know. I wish you could smell it. Back in my old house here, you know, my first house, the one that I lived in. I used to have an oregano tree behind my house, and it smelled like oregano all the time. The real oregano, all right? So, and then that's it. Look, we just toss it around. All right, we're gonna get our hands in there in a second, you know, just to make sure we got everything in there. But let's add some more oil, all right? The oil is good in this case, all right? It's essential, you know, with the flavor, the cooking, with so many things, okay? So now, as you see, you know, like some of the herbs kind of like piled up there. So no problem. You know, what we're doing is just kind of put them all in one spot. Okay. See, and then just kind of do that. You know, we're gonna just put this in the oven. Okay, and just set it and forget it. Nothing crazy. So yeah, I'm just, you know, as you guys can see there on the top left camera, just redistributing, just kind of putting this on top a little bit there. That's it. So this is what makes, you know, cooking so awesome. You know what I mean? Or you know, you're cooking different from my cooking, from everybody else's cooking and all that. It's just all these little things that you do. You got to make it your own. Whatever it is, even if it's just simply doing what I just showed you there. So that's it. It's simple. We're done here. Okay? Nothing crazy. Alright? So we're just kind of gonna throw these all around everywhere here. Because you see, like that oil, that's kind of like, you see, like it's piling up around there. So we want to like just cook it there. You know what I mean? Like we want it to be around that, you know? Give them more flavor. You follow, right? You see what I'm saying? Like the oil is kind of like bunching up around the edges. I guess the pan's like a little indented. So instead of just, you know, you kind of want to put it around the oil. You know, you want to make sure that, you know, it's kind of like cooking in that olive oil with the flavors and all that. Okay, so that's it. Now what we're going to do is just, we're going to open up the oven and just set it and forget it. Okay, well, not really. Let me see. What time is it? 3, 4, okay. That's it. So, I mean, this is going to be probably like at least 45 minutes to an hour. All right, so I'm going to set some timer, all right, so I don't forget. Well, I'll just check on it later. I won't forget. Don't worry about it. In fact, that's the whole point. We want it to just be nice and yummy and crispy and all that good stuff. And if you're checking it all the time, you're doing all this stuff, it's not gonna get there. How it's gonna get there is by you being so busy doing whatever it is you're doing that you kind of almost forget to the point where, not burnt, but it's like nice and golden and yummy and crispy and all that good stuff. So, and again, it's the flow, you know what I mean? You gotta have like that flow when you're in the kitchen and you just kind of make it happen. So no timer, no nothing. Just throw it in there, forget it. We'll get to it later. The smell, the noises, all right? Because there's gonna be, all right, yeah, you guys can see that. There's gonna be smells. There's gonna be noises coming out of that oven. There's gonna be all these signs, all right, that are gonna make it extremely obvious that we gotta check the oven to, at the very least, shake it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, or whatever. You know what I mean? Just at least to make sure it's not burned or in bad shape in there. And that's it. And then you already know. I mean, well, you should know. And if you don't, you'll know through experience. You know what time. You know how long usually these things kind of take to cook. If we were to boil those small potatoes, they would take a lot less time to cook. In the oven, it takes a lot longer to cook, and especially if we're trying to reach that point where it's nice and yummy and crispy and all that. And actually, maybe not crispy per se, but just cooked. You know what I mean? You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Just trust me. All right. So we got the potatoes in there. Now, next step. We're gonna get rid of all this stuff, right? Except what we need, you know, like things like salt, pepper, what have you. Well, actually, we don't need these now. We're gonna do the pears. Start working on them pears, and then we'll work on the other stuff. Okay. So now we're gonna work on the pears, because the pears is not that they're gonna take super crazy long, but you know, it takes a little bit of time to kind of like just prep and all that stuff. And I would rather just have it done and ready, and not have to worry about it later, because you know, it's not. Just trust me. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna simply just come to the kitchen over here to this part. Just grab a few things. Okay. In fact, let me grab a few other things from there before I forget them. I think that's it, right? Okay, okay. So we got some pears. Okay, and we got some cherries. And I said, you know what, why not throw a few cherries in there? You know what I mean? Like poach the cherries. You know? It's the worst that can happen. You know, I'm sure it'll taste yummy. In the meantime, before we peel the pears, you know, before we peel these bad boys, all right, we gotta wash them real quick, right? These cherries are already washed. We washed them earlier, so let me just wash these really quick, all right? Wash them with the quickness. Now, I'm not gonna wash them too much, you know, because I'm peeling them at the end of the day. I just want to give them a quick little wash at the very end. Because remember, even as you're peeling, you gotta remember the surface of the knife, aka the surface of the peeler, whatever, is gonna touch the dirty pear first, and then it's gonna scrape the rest of the clean pear with the dirtiness that was initially just cut into. You know, again, just think of it like if you cut yourself when you are. Just think of it like if you have your hands all, you know, dirty, or you got your, you know, something dirty, and you cut yourself, how you're more prone to infection or what have you, because all that gets in there. So it's kind of like the same thing. If it's dirty when you're peeling it and all that stuff, well, you know, it's kind of like the same old thing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just get the poaching liquid ready. Let's just get some poaching liquid ready to go. Oh, there we go. Jesus. That's right. So, what are we gonna do for the poaching liquid? Very simple, very easy. I'm gonna do it here, so that way you can see me, and then I'm gonna pop it back there. But it's very easy. You know what? Let me ask the wife, okay? Oye, las peras, ¿quiere que lo haga con vino rojo o vino blanco? Blanco. Blanco? All right. So, we're gonna be making. So again, we're gonna do some poached pears. All right. So we're poaching them in a. The liquid that we're poaching them. Poaching means cooking in liquid. It has to be yummy. You know, that's like the whole point. So we're gonna have a yummy liquid. All right. So first thing we're gonna do is add. Where's this? Let's get some water in there. So let me get the water real quick. I got about a cup and a half of water in here. All right. So there we go. Yeah, I want to show you there at the top left. I think you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So we're gonna get some water. All right. Then we're gonna get some sugar. And by the way, there's no exact recipe to this. All right. I looked up, as I do, on the internet, recipes for this and all this other shit. And there's like a zillion versions. So you make whatever you want. You know what I mean? So we're gonna just add some sugar. We're not gonna worry too much. About measuring. We just want to cover the pears. That's basically it. So we're going to add some sugar. You're like, oh, is that a lot of sugar? Not really. I mean, this is dessert, sweet. That's about half a cup of sugar. Not bad, all right? Let's get some wine in there. Now, I've seen like videos where Martha Stewart's just like dumping a whole bottle of wine. I'm not that fancy. I'm not that rich, all right? We're going to add like, I don't know, a quarter of the bottle of wine. Yeah, I think that's enough. Alright, we ain't Martha Stewart up in here yet. We're not trying to be. By the way, I love Martha Stewart. She's the shit. She is awesome. Okay, so in this case, instead of adding, we're gonna add honey or maple syrup. I think we're gonna go with maple syrup because we have a lot of maple syrup and it's just good. I like it. You know what I mean? Like it's just. Let's go with some maple syrup. So how much? Again, whatever you want. So, because by the way, we are going to be reducing this later to make a nice syrupy sauce. You know what I mean? So once everything is cooked, we reduce it. So let me add a little extra sugar, just to make sure. Let's also add a little salt. This bad boy. Not a lot, just a pinch, We always gotta add a little salt in there. Okay, so we got some. What else do we need? Let me see. Okay, lime. So a lot of these recipes ask for lemon. I don't have a lemon, but I do have limes. I got tons of limes out here. So we're gonna go with a lime. All right, so half a lime. All right, we're gonna go with half a lime. Lime juice in here. All right. So we got water, white wine, a little maple syrup. We got some sugar. We got some lime juice. All right. What's next? What is next? What could he possibly add in there? Well, if you read down the description, you would probably know because I put it all down there. You know what I need though? I really do need to get one of those little, how do I say this? Like a soundboard, but like a physical one that I can have here so that I can have my sound effects. I think that's basically the only thing that's missing here. So, you're right. Just get those sound effects, the bruh and all that, But because I need it all the way over here, so I need it like a physical one, that I can push buttons and. All right, we're gonna get a cinnamon stick, all right? Cinnamon stick, and we're just gonna toss it in there. By the way, if you see things that are like great value, it's because, yes, there is a Walmart out here, and yes, I go to Walmart sometimes because, sometimes I just need the cheapest thing for the cheapest whatever, you know what I mean? I'm not here, we're cooking on a budget. All right, so we're gonna add a few things here, okay, like, we got the cinnamon in there. Let's add a few cloves. Why not? Let's go with 1, 2, 3 cloves. Let's add a few peppercorns. All right. So why not? You know what I mean? Add a little. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little peppercorns up in there. A little, By the way, it's not gonna be spicy or peppery or anything like that. It's a different. Comes out kind of different. All right. Let's add a little bit of powdered ginger in there. Why not just, you know what I'm saying? And last but not least, just a little bit of nutmeg, a little powdered nutmeg. That's it. Nothing crazy. All right. So now what we're gonna do is give this a quick stir just to make sure everything's kind of like incorporated in there. Actually, wrong spoon. Alright, so. Alright. And I think I'm going to add some more water, alright? Because. So, we're going to put this on the stove now, but I am going to add more water because I know it's not going to be enough to cover the pears, alright? So I'm gonna go with nothing about that. So again, you just need enough to cover. Okay, so we're gonna pop this back here, get it to a boil. Again. All right. And yeah, so that's it. I'm not gonna put the camera back there yet, but yeah, this is just kind of bring it, to a boil, simmer, what have you. Okay, so now let's just get the pears ready real quick. All right, that shouldn't take too long. We got the pears over here. We gotta peel them, run on. Okay, very quick, very easy. All right. By the way, let me see what's in the chat. What's up? What's up, everybody? Yes, I like baking. Yeah, pears with cheese is really good. Pears and cheese is, it's like it's good. Any fruit with cheese, you ever had like a fruit platter? Oh my God, so I was watching this video, right? Of Martha Stewart, making poached pears or what have you, right? And she was, it was on her, she had like a show, I guess, like a daytime talk show. And she had like an audience member, come up and help her, peel. See, I would show you that. That would be funny. I'd be showing you that while I'm peeling. That'd be funny. But I can't. I know that's not. I know I'm gonna get the video, in trouble or whatever. But anyway, and it was just funny seeing her interaction with the audience member. When peeling. It was just funny. So if you're bored out there, look up. Just type in the Google YouTube search poached pears, and one of the results should be Martha Stewart on her talk show, and going through that, and I don't know, I just thought it was funny. So just peeling the pears. We're also, once we peel them, we're gonna also kind of core them. All right, we're gonna, stick something in through back there. See if we can get those seeds out. Okay. Poaching some pears, and adding some cherries and make it real good. So yeah, this is something very kind of quick and easy you can make, for your date, depending on your level of, what is it, like how confident you feel in the kitchen. You can even make this like in person. That's even sexier. You know what I mean? If you got like a date, you're trying to impress somebody or what have you, and you cook for them, like in front of them. One thing is having it done. Another thing is like cooking in front of them. Oh, forget it. So again, this is also like another good meal in the sense that it's not like a heavy meal, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's very heavy, but it's just a steak and salad. I mean, potatoes, right? So. Alright, so now we're gonna bring them pears back over here. Alright? And now we're gonna like core them. I think we're just gonna just stick this guy in here. I think maybe. Yeah, I think. There we go. Yeah, I saw them do it online. I never really cored a pear from behind like that, you know? I'm more of a gentleman. I split them in half. Anyways, okay. One pear. Oh. So, I mean, just basic, like, it's insert, stick as far as you can. Gonna do a little circle thing there. You can just do it with your peeler. You know, you don't have to get a fancy. I see everybody with like some fancy winchy whatever. But by the way, and I mean, if you don't get all the seeds, it's fine. But you know, it is what it is. But you are trying to get the seeds out. You know, again, trying to make it fancy. In fact, some people don't even do this part. They just leave the seeds in there like an animal. Which is again fine as well. It's not. I think we got all the seeds in that one. All right. Shout out to everybody out there in the audience. So yeah, again, sorry about the delay today. You know, I was supposed to start a little earlier, but you know, got sidetracked. Oh, yeah. I think we got them all in there. All the seeds. We're in there digging for seeds. Good. I think I see one in there. That's it. Easy peasy. Okay, so now we're gonna just give them a quick little wash, right? Because like I'm, you know, having my, even though my hands are clean, you know, my grubby hands are all over the pears. You know, quick little wash. Quick little wash. Oh, there we go. See, yeah, actually do that. Give them a. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, you should do that because as I was sticking that water in the hole, a few little seeds popped out, like, yeah, just like that. They made the noises and everything. Okay, so now we're gonna move this over here so you guys can see what's going on. All right, we're gonna turn on the sky cam. You know, very expensive equipment we got over here. You know, we got a helicopter cam inside the house, drone cam, whatever. So, you know, we're gonna put this on kind of low, medium, not high or anything like that. But we're just dissolving, yeah. It smells it smells yummy, delicious, nice and sweet and delicious. Okay, so you know we're just trying to dissolve the sugars, trying to dissolve everything in there. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. Alright. And now, what we're going to do, in fact, before we do that, hold on, okay, I got to do something else. One second. So you got to get some wax paper, parchment paper, whatever you got. It'd be best if you have parchment paper. I can't find parchment out here. But anyways, and you just, you know, you want to have something like this so you can cover the cherries so that way they steam. And I'll explain in a second. Okay? So now what we're going to do, just pop these guys in there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to add some more water. Is that a little bit more wine? I guess Martha was right, damn it. Yeah, I guess it's best to have more pears around, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, but anyways, it's not going to be completely covered 100%, as you guys can see, like there. So, no matter what, you know, because even if, okay, even if, you know what I mean, this has more liquid in there, let's just give it a quick stir, because we added that extra stuff in there. But even though, damn, what was I saying about the liquid? Oh yeah, even if there's enough liquid where they're covered, they're gonna float to the top. So no matter what, they're gonna be floating to the top, and this is gonna be somewhat of a problem. But that's okay, you know, we're gonna keep an eye on them. I'm gonna play this, all right? So again, these guys are washed, so we're gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cherries. Okay, that one's not good, that one's not good. Okay, just checking the cherries. Alright, these are the guys. Alright, think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got them cherries. Cherries. Alright, so that's it. You know, just add that little extra yumminess. Yeah, I threw them in their seeds and all. Yes, I did. Okay? That's it. So now what we're going to do, alright, now that it's all nice and mixed up, we're going to grab this paper. You kind of just put it like that over the top. You see, touching the water. So that way, they still like steam, cook, whatever, okay? Now, we're gonna just kind of like let this cook for a few minutes, all right? I got this on medium high, so let me flip it back over here, all right? So you guys can see we got it on medium high. So in the meantime, I'm gonna, you know, grab the timer, all right? I'm gonna put like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you know, just to keep an eye on it, because I don't want it to get mushy or anything like that. Oops. Open the calculator instead. All right, so we're gonna put 10 minutes, all right, and we're gonna check on them after 10 minutes. All right. In the meantime, let's get this all cleaned up. So yeah, we're gonna check on them in 10 minutes. You know, we're gonna give them a little flippity flip. You know, tossity toss. All right. Just to make sure that all sides are cooked, covered, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's just, you know, kind of get all this stuff out here. All right, just clean up real quick. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go outside and throw this into the, well, what you would call it? The compost. Okay. And then we're going to come back and we're going to work on the Caesar salad dressing. Well, actually, we got to clean. You know what? Let's do that first, actually. So, because I know we're probably going to have to. So, we're going to do like the classic. Okay, we're going to try and do the classic here version of this dish. All right. If you don't know, Caesar salad is actually a Mexican invention. It's not. You know, it was actually some restaurant up in, I don't know, some part of Mexico, and they had this guy named Caesar. He was like the chef owner of this place, and basically, you know, some people came in, they wanted something different, he made them Caesar salad. You know, so, yeah, it's not like Julius Caesar or Roman Caesar or whatever, no, or Little Caesars, pizza. No, it's some guy named Caesar, you know. Okay, so let's go over here these guys are poaching nicely. All right. In the meantime, let's bring it back over. Well, actually, stay here. Okay, so we got some romaine. And we're going to wash this, okay? We're going to wash this romaine. So let's just, we're going to be using, probably all of this, all right? So let's just, in fact, let's just wash it all right? And then we can just store whatever we don't use, okay? See, look, even though it says, wash and clean and all that, you see, look, there's still dirt on there and stuff. You gotta wash it. All right, and again, yeah, this sucks. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the worst part of making salads and doing things like that. You gotta wash it. Some people don't wash it, and then they get sick and they feel bad and they don't know why, and it's like, no comment. Okay, I'm gonna bring this over here. Let's bring the sky can. All right, pop this guy over here, stove. I mean, all right, and you already know we've done this before. Nothing. This ain't rocket science. Okay. That's it. You just throw them in there, all right? Give us a quick rinse. So you can use it again. But yeah, so what we're going to do here is just you're going to wash it like this, all right? Remember, we got to fill this whole thing. We got to fill this thing with water and let all the dirt, all that stuff kind of fall to the bottom, and then we scoop it up. And then we got to dry it and all that stuff. So we add a nice amount of salt like that. All right. This is not to season the lettuce. We're not seasoning it. All right. Trying to keep them at least all on the same side there. But anyways, so we're just trying to wash them, okay? And that salt again helps kill the bacteria, helps kill whatever could be in there. There might be some living organism or creature in there. You never know. So what are we doing here? Again, that's it. We're gonna leave it like this for a few minutes so that it can get clean, disinfected, whatever. And then whatever dirt, whatever was on the leaves, that shouldn't be on the leaves, is going to fall to the bottom. All right, it's going to all fall to the bottom of the pot with the water in it, and then we're just going to scoop it out like this, okay? And then we're going to wash it again, and then you'll see on the bottom all this residue. All right, so we're going to leave it in there for a little while. All right. In fact, I'll just leave the camera there because I'm going to come back to that. Oh, wrong camera. Hey! Oh! Alright, so, alright, so, you get the salt, kind of put it away. Oh, melted the butter too much here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside really quick, okay? And all that letter looked pretty good, so I think we'll be all right. So I'm just gonna go out and kind of just deposit into the compost out there. So give me uno segundo, por favor. And we'll be right back. Be right back. All right. And so, you know, the reason that when you're making any kind of dinner, any kind of anything for like a date, any kind of situation like this, you want to really keep it as simple as possible because, sorry, as you saw there, they're gonna be like right there. They're gonna be mistakes. They're gonna be, ups and downs, throughout the whole process of you cooking. So the simpler you keep it, the easier it's gonna be on you, and the more you can control. Right there, that happens to you while you're cooking. You're not gonna really look like a fool because you look cool as hell already, kind of doing whatever you're doing over here. You know what I'm saying? But if you're already fucking shit up all over the place because you're trying to impress and you're trying to make this really, crazy, ambitious dish, this whole, oh, dude, forget about it, bro. You're not only going to look like an idiot, but, it's just, the whole thing is a waste, right? So the simpler you keep it, the easier it is. And the more, and again, at the end of the day, man, it's all about the act of you doing it. Let's say you're a painter, you're just going to draw whatever of her, and she's gonna be awesome, or him, whatever, or play some music, whatever, and whoever the hell's on the other end is gonna be highly impressed. So it's the same thing with the cooking. Again, you don't have to go all out and all crazy. You can't be any simpler than this. Look at yesterday's dish. If you haven't seen it, please go check it out. The chicken piccata. That was beyond simple, beyond easy, and that was, she told me one of her favorites. Like, please make that more times, and I'm like, okay, So. Again, super simple, super yummy, super delicious, and my God, Wow, how amazing. So yeah, that's, we live in Mexico, so we got like the gas guy and all that stuff, coming through. Like, hey, you need any gas? Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, right now we're just killing a little time, as you can see. We're just talking. All right, let's check on the pears. All right, let's bring it back to the pear cam so we can see what we're doing there, because I think the timer either went off or it's about to go off. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm telling you, man, my instincts, they never fails me. So yes, okay, so it has, like literally 30 seconds before the timer's up. So those 30 seconds are the time that I'm using to like move everything around. All right. Now the reason I didn't want to add that much liquid to this to begin with is because I knew that this was going to take. All right, so we're just flipping them around once. All right, so. We get all sides covered. That's it. All sides kind of like cooked or whatever. Just in case. I know this paper's supposed to do its thing, but I don't trust it fully. Still gotta do some sort of cooking, don't we? All right, and that's it. We just flipped it around real quick, and yeah, they're not soft yet, so they gotta be nice and fork tender. But anyways, the reason I was trying to add as little liquid as humanly possible in there is because I got to reduce it to make a thick sauce. And so obviously the more liquid I got in there, the more I got to reduce it. So yeah, got a lot of reducing to do. All right, so we flipped them around. They're poaching away. We got them taters up in there. Let's check them real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's take a look at these guys. And a dry towel. Always dry towels. All right. Don't be using nothing wet for the purposes of getting something out of the oven. You will burn yourself. Okay. Always use a dry towel. The drier, the better to grab anything out of the oven. All right. Because if you grab with a wet towel, as soon as you grab it, the hot item from the oven is gonna, make all the liquid on the thing steam, and as soon as it steams, well, guess what? You're already holding on to it, and it's going to be like, and it's probably going to be a worse burn than if you would have just grabbed it straight out of the oven. So, very dry, okay? All right. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, okay, let's, I don't want to put it on here directly. Bring it over here. All right. Bring the GoPro Skycam. Hey, how's it going? Okay. So as you guys can see, again, I don't even gotta dirty any tools or anything. Just kind of give them a toss like that. Look at that, they're already getting so nice and crispy and yummy. You know what I mean? Exactly what I was looking for. Look at that. How meta is that? You can see this. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. How crazy. Okay, and that's it. I mean, it can't get any simpler. So, let's stick these bad boys back in the oven. Actually, before we do that, I do want to, because I was just doing that one-handed. So let me. So these potatoes are almost done. All right. So I don't want to overcook them. I don't want to overcook these guys. All right. Just want to make sure they're all like moistened up. It's our horrible camera angle there. I think you guys can see it. But yeah. So yeah, these guys are doing pretty good already. Oop, loose potato. Alright, so this guy fell. Let's wash him. Alright, so I just checked the potato. Yeah, sorry. Wrong, horrible angle there. But anyways, I just checked the potato and they're basically done. These guys are basically done. So I'm gonna just stick them in the oven for just a few more minutes. All right. Basically, by the time the potatoes are done, the pears will also be done. But I want to cook them a little more because I do want to achieve a little bit more, awesome. Now see, look, they're already cooked. You see this one, the one that fell on the floor. Yeah, I don't care. I am not like, hey, we're gonna throw that away or no. What are you kidding me? You know how many people are starving out there, me included? No, I got the potato that I dropped on the floor real quick, 5-second rule. I took it, I washed it, and I put it back in there, and that's it. Get out of here with that shit. So anyways, all right. So where was my towel? Where's my? There it is. I'm here getting my dry towel wet. So, all right, let's get these guys back in the oven. So basically, again, as I was saying, what we're going to be doing here is that we're just going to be kind of waiting for the potatoes to be done. I mean, for the pears to be done, and then once the pears are done, then we'll move into the potatoes. Kind of like I want to stick them in there a little longer. But how do I gauge the time? Again, the same time as the pears. However long the pears are going to take me, I know that it's not going to be longer than those things are going to burn. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay. Yeah, sorry, just cleaning my pad there. Oh, camera down. Camera down. All right, so let me reconnect. All right, all right, so right now, we're just working on the lettuce. Let me reconnect the GoPro. And while I reconnect the GoPro, that'll give me enough time, before I go check on the lettuce. And then, so you can see what I'm doing over there. Yeah, sorry, it's not easy to move around with my hands all greasy and all that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys are. So it's already getting hot and humid out here. It's like in the low 90s. So you already know. I live out here in the jungle in Mexico, and it's nice, very nice. So, but I do feel a little kind of cold wind coming out there. So we'll see. Okay. This is like my pear recipe here. I got I got the ingredients here for the. What happened? Hopefully it's working. I think it's working. But anyways, yeah. So let me read the comments. See what you guys have to say. What's up with you guys in there? Sup Elijah. Sup Cindy. Sup Opie. Lodak. Everybody. Vroom vroom. Yeah, even the Russians were waiting. The Russians were like, man, where the hell you been all day, bro? We gotta get to bed. I don't know what time it is over there. I think I told you, right? They're all coming from Croatia or some shit like that. Because it's funny because I look at the algorithm, you know, the metrics, and it's like all my views are coming from USA, Mexico, and Croatia. It's like, what? Huh? What? So shout out to you, all you Croatians out there. I'm pretty sure it's Croatian. I'm pretty sure, or whatever. That's where their IP VPN says, or whatever. You know. So, anywho, I love all my fans, no matter where the hell you guys are watching me from. Shout out to you. Okay. Okay. The timer. That's right. Okay, so we got. All right, it says like 2.5 minutes. Let's check on these guys real quick. All right, so let's check. Okay. Let me just check. All right. So how are we gonna check? Fairly simple. Fairly easy. All right. We're gonna pull this back real quick. I'm gonna grab one of these bad boys. Oh, yeah, all right. Careful. All right, nice and we're getting soft. All right, so we're getting there. Let's cook them a little more. So a little bit longer. All right. Oh, let's in fact, let's do the lettuce in the meantime. Okay. In fact, let me turn the timer off. That's it. Okay, so I mean, it's been 20 minutes since we've added the pears. Okay? So all right, so look at this. Look at what we're gonna do here. All right, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna just grab it like that from the top, dump it in there. Okay? Grab it from the top, dump it. You know, try not to get the ones that are at the bottom. But you see, they all float to the top. You see? In fact, let me give these guys an extra. Since these guys are closer to the bottom than okay? But anyways, I mean, I wish you guys could see this, but that water is dirty and there's like sediment down there at the bottom. I can see it, but whatever. When we get a better camera, we're working on it. You can see the... Okay. So now we're going to wash this. Just rinse it some more. And again, there's a lot of people that might say this is overkill. But I don't say that, obviously, because I'm doing it. But hey, a lot of people do their overkill, right? So just dump it like that in there. But anyways, just in case you do have like very dirty lettuce, let's just say that you're growing your own lettuce, you gotta know how to really wash it really well. You know, so. Yeah, I just wanted to show you, look at that guy, the process, okay, of washing the lettuce. All right, so now we gotta let these guys dry up some more. All right, so we're gonna let them back. Ideally, I would like to have one of those salad spinners, you know? Get all that water. Whatever, make your own salad spinner. So, no big big deal. All right, so we got some of that water off. But we really want it to be drier, so let's work on that real quick. So what we're going to do here, okay, these are very clean towels that we just, you know, in fact, okay, yeah, just want to, well, yeah, they're very clean. It's just I don't want them to smell like, you know what, let me use paper towels. Yeah, usually we have like a salad spinner thingy, you know, in the restaurants. Let's bring the paper. So let's just do paper towels, okay? But remember, this is very important, okay? We're gonna dry this guy out. Okay, we're gonna get this dry over here so we can put them in here. Okay. I'm gonna dry these guys up. So, but in the meantime, let me check on the potatoes. Okay, so the potatoes are done. All right, so I'm just gonna turn off the oven. Give them one last little toss, all right? They cover them in oil, but turn it off. The poached pears, they're already done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to just taking these guys out of the liquid. Here, let me just show you before. Let's do that first. Okay. So we're done here. So the first thing we're gonna do here real quick, okay, throw this out. You know, we don't need this. All right, and now, like I said, you know, these guys are done. So we're gonna take them out and cool them off because, you know, again, otherwise they're gonna turn into mush in here. We're not trying to make pear sauce or apple sauce or whatever, you know, we're just trying to. So these guys are done. Look how beautiful they've come out, all right? So we're just gonna set these guys aside. And now we're gonna turn this on high and reduce the hell out of it until we have a thick sauce. So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna take a while, so let's just work on that, hurry it up. Okay. But like I said, I wanted to get these pears out, all right? So that way they're cooling off, they're not cooking anymore. All right? Wait, let me stand them up. Maybe that'll help. Maybe not. Let's just leave them there. All right, anyways, let's get back over here. Back to work. Shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to everyone watching out there. So yeah, guys, you know, fairly simple. This ain't rocket science, as you guys can see. All right, it just takes work. You know, just kind of pat them dry. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You know, we're not, you know, we're trying to get just as much water as we can out of this, okay? Whatever we can do. Anything is appreciated, okay? And then when we're putting them away, we're all going to try to keep them, all right, like looking the same direction. And you're gonna see in a minute, okay? You're gonna see, once we're done with all this, you're gonna see why I wanna do that. Well, I might as well just tell you. It's because when we present it later, the traditional way to present it is the lettuce like this. Which I thought that was a fancy way to present it, but no, apparently that's how they present it. Meaning, that's how we're gonna present it, because whatever, it looks nice like that. And you'll see what I mean. So, but anyways, anything good in life takes time, takes work, takes effort. This is no different. So, trust me, the last thing I want to be doing is what I'm doing right now with the lettuce. All right, we got to do it. Okay, that's it. So, these guys have to get them nice and dry. Oh, see, I messed up already. I was just throwing them in there all willy-nilly. So let's get the bigger ones in the bottom. By the way, I mean, like a lot of the things that I'm showing you, or how we're doing this, it's, how you would do it in a restaurant, just like times a lot. Even everything I'm showing you, all right, this is how we're going to do it. All right, I just need you to do this like 7 million times. So that's why you got to get it right, because you got to, do these a lot of times, and you got to get the training right. You got to make sure your employees, everybody knows what they're doing, and they're doing it right, and all that good stuff. It's not that easy, man. People say, nah, we'll just use that one for the compost heap. But anyways, this lettuce came out pretty good. Yeah. That I had to like throw out more or whatever. I'm gonna dry these guys up here. But anyways, but yeah, man, running a restaurant is not that easy. Like getting the menu and the food and all that. Just getting the menu and whatever you're gonna serve is the easy part, I guess. It's like more the easier part. The hard part is managing the whole the staff and the restaurant and the whole shit. People are like, oh, how come you don't want to open a restaurant? Why are you doing what you're doing now? I'm like, have you ever worked in a restaurant? Have you ever run a restaurant? Do you even know what kind of work that is? It's like, when do you run a restaurant? I'm good, bro. I'm good with my life decision here. Whatever the fuck, I know a lot of you guys get it and you guys love what I'm doing and appreciate it. Do it anyway. Do whatever I want anyway. But yeah, man, like running a restaurant is not that easy, and it's not what it's cracked up to be. I've done it a bunch of times, and I'm fucking, proud, and I did that for a long time, and yada yada yada. But I'm not looking to do any of that. Like if I have to do it, like gotta feed the family, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'll do it again, and I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But no. But I'm not in a hurry to be doing anything like that. Are you kidding me? So, all right. So these guys. All right. So let's get back to Jesus. All right. No fucking drama holes. All right. No one gives a shit. All right. Let's just get into doing this. Because I was realizing as I'm watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I see a lot of these guys are like, well, obviously these guys have some skills. These guys are probably chefs or whatever. But I don't know. It's just that the whole thing is like, man, I don't know. It seems like a lot of people that are chefs and they have the ability to kind of do something like what I'm doing here. They go for this, man. This is, it's a lot of work, trust me. But Jesus, man, you can't compare what I'm doing here to what people do in a restaurant all day, every day. So it's a lot of work. So, like I said, just this alone, if you're gonna do this, but you gotta feed. Like, let's just say that you're making, just to give you an example, let's just say that you're going to be selling like around 50 salads, a day, of these. Okay, you probably have enough here for like 4 servings. You got to do that times, 4 divided by 50, whatever that is, 12, 24, whatever, 12, right? Yeah. So, all right, it's a lot. And you got to do it every day. And that's just assuming you sell 50. Imagine you sell a lot. And this is just lettuce and dressing. So you better believe it. If we sell a lot, okay. If we're going to sell a lot, this is going to get done right. Like, because, we can't get this out there wrong. This is a big seller, and it makes a lot of money for us. So, we're going to make sure we put extra work into it. Okay, so now we got this damp towel, just to make sure they stay, good. All right, and we're gonna use that damp towel over the top. They're dry, All right, we're good to go there. All right, so now let's just take this bad boy to the fridge so they can stay nice and cold, you know, so then later on, you know, they're nice, cold, and crisp and ready to go. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you know, running the whole restaurant thing or any kind of running, you know, let's say I'm just selling hot dogs on the hot dog cart. It takes a lot of work every single day just to get that whole thing together. And yes, it's still a lot less work than what I'm doing now. And this is still work. Remember, it's not just what I'm cooking here, it's everything behind the scenes. Well, one day, I think one day in the future, hold on, I need to find space in the fridge here. But one day in the future, I think I'll make a video, you know, like a standalone video or something like that, of behind the scenes, you know, cooking, you know, like what it takes for me, you know, before and after the show, and just kind of film that, you know what I mean, and then present that to you like an upload or something. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that, and if you would, I'll do that. All right, so I'm just kind of like flipping the pears around a little bit here. So, draining any excess liquid. You know, want them to cool down. You know, in fact, let me. No, they're fine. Okay, they're. Yeah, I was gonna put them in the fridge, but they're fine there. I just don't want them to keep cooking. So, but in the meantime, this thing needs to reduce and reduce and reduce. So I'm trying to think what would be the best spot. Well, I think that's the best spot. The best, let me see, you know, so I can reduce the quickest, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, hold on. Where's the other lid? Where did I put the other lid? Is it this? That's what it is. No. Oh, it's in the fridge. Never mind. I'm using it for something else. Alright, it's fine. Let me just turn the fan down. I'm turning the fan off, alright? So I'm gonna die in heat and sweat here, just to, you know, make sure that boils and gets to where it needs to get. Okay, so let's. So we got everything. We got all the hard parts done there. Okay, so now to make the dressing, alright? Which will be the better bowl? Hold on. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what the best bowl for me. Yeah, they're both they're a little different, you know. Which will be the best to make the dressing in? Okay. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. Uno segundo. Okay. Shout out to everyone out there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop up the garlic, okay, and the anchovies, all right? So you're like, anchovies? Yep. Anchovies. We're going to be using some anchovies, as you guys can see here. Anchovies are delicious, man. I don't know. I mean, they're just like a flavoring agent. See a little can of anchovies, as you guys can see. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is just like a flavoring agent. That's all it is. I mean, it's not, I don't know. People are just so in their minds. Oh my God, it's so nasty. They're great, man. They're delicious. They're good for a lot of things. Okay, so, like Caesar salad. All right, but it's just salty, man. It's just like, imagine it's like umami or whatever the fuck, you know, people are like, oh, umami. I don't know, the fucking dumbass word. Anyways, it's flavor, man. All right, umami is just a fancy dumbass fucking version of saying flavor. It tastes good. Flavor Town. All right. So whenever you hear this guy fucking saying, I want to take you to Flavor Town, whenever I'm taking you to Flavor Town, what we're basically saying is like, oh, I'm gonna put some umami in this, okay? Umami. But it's the same shit. Alright, so just gonna get some umami. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of reasons I don't fucking chef up anymore. You know, back in my day, in the kitchen, you know, men used to be men. You know, a lot of times in kitchens today, you know, there's a bunch of pansies in there, you know, with their fucking umami or whatever. Not always, but more often than not, you know, it's like, you know, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyways, but I mean, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, this is like a very, very hard job, and, you know, in certain circumstances, you know, I get it, you know, where you're gonna, you know, have to elevate this food and elevate what you're doing to like another level. Yeah. Like, you know, but for the most part, man, you know, you gotta remember, it's food, it's just substance. It's not, you know, don't be taking yourself too fucking serious, all right? That's not good. Especially when you're doing something as humbling as making sustenance for yourself and for others. Okay? And that's the thing. I mean, like, you know, just like a lot of the cooking got a little bit too pretentious out there, I guess will be the right, you know? And so to me, it's just like, I like to keep it nice and simple and rustic and cool as possible. Alright? Yeah. Alright, you know, give me a second. Let me go throw this out there in the compost because it's kind of windy. And otherwise, I'm going to have like garlic, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff all over the place. Un segundo, por favors. Alrighty. See, shout out to everyone out there. Alright, so one of the first things we gotta do here oh, sorry, the camera. I didn't realize. Silly me. Hold on a second. Got Gizmo out there causing a ruckus. Hey, what's up with the camera? There. So we're reducing the liquid back there. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop this up, okay? Start chopping up the garlic, okay? And so, you know, we wanna, now in today's, you know, kind of thing what we're doing here, yes, we do wanna get this as fine as possible. Okay? So we're just gonna be chop, chop, chop. It's gonna take a little while. You know, a lot of people, they like to put salt in this to macerate it or what have you. That stem out. You know, you do all that stuff. You know, it's so cool. Like the camera, the GoPro there, it has stabilization. And even while I'm live, the stabilization works, I guess, because the camera's shaking so much as I'm chopping. And I don't see it shaking over there on the live stream, so that's good. So yeah, you know, we're just chopping. We're trying to get this as fine as possible. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we are gonna get it. We are gonna add some salt, I think, to this, just a little bit. Whatever. Doing what I saw the master chef do or whatever. All right, so we got the anchovies. Look at these anchovies. You saw me open the. Look at this. Okay, so we got. These guys are so good. Okay, so, but so good for certain things. You know, we'll see. We'll use them. I'm gonna use them in the upcoming episode. You'll see. We gotta use these guys up. Okay. Let's just throw 4 in there. Fuck, it's not gonna hurt. No, you know what? Yeah, it's already took it out. That's fine. Got anchovy oil all over the place. All right, hold on. I'm gonna put these in another container. I don't want that anchovy oil all over the place. All right. So 1 second. You just dump it into the sink here. So we're gonna just chop these guys up here. See, now that I turned the fan off, that's reducing quicker. It's getting so hot and humid in here now. In the kitchen. But you know what they say, if it's to get too hot, the kitchen gets too hot. You get out of the kitchen or some shit like that. So anyways, alright, so now we're just gonna chop all these guys up together. The idea is that we want to get this into a paste, okay? Okay. And you can do this in a food processor or you can do this by hand. It's up to you. Or you can do this in, you know, there's many ways that you can get the final end result. But the best way is to do what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. And yeah, it's going to take a little time. A little time consuming. I just because never mind. I got a bunch of things in my cupboard, and I just realized, like, damn, is it? I mean, I hope I got the anchovies. Like, yeah, it was the anchovies. Right. I'm making sure. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put these remaining anchovies in a like glass container. You know, so don't keep them in the can. All right, so you see what I'm doing there with the knife? All right. All right, I am, you know, macerating it, crushing it. Okay. But yeah, this is, you know, old school. You know what I mean? We're making like Caesar salad. Again, this is not for everybody. If you're out there, a lot of people will, you know, simply just say, hey, I'm gonna just get a bottle of Kraft Caesar dressing and call it a day. Maybe, you know, get that Kraft Caesar dressing and put it in a fancy container and say you spent all day making it, whatever. Or you can do this. And this is what we're doing because, you know, this is the cooking show. So sometimes, you know, we'll use some stuff out of the bottle, you know, when appropriate, when episode appropriate. But in today's episode, you know, we're doing everything from scratch. Because, again, as you can see there, you know, we're still reducing that liquid. And that's going to take some time. All right? And if you want the pears cold, it's going to take you even longer. But yeah, you know, we're making, but the dressing and the steak don't really take that long. You know, the potatoes are already done. But yeah, here, you know, we're trying to make this into a paste, all right? As much as possible. You see how it's coming together? So the reason, again, this is already very salty, or salty enough. Because of the anchovy. The anchovy is salty. That's the flavor, the umami or whatever. It's it comes from. There's one of the where it comes from there. The flavor's coming from. That complex flavor comes from the anchovy. And but anyways, when you're adding that salt in there, and that salt to help you know, crush it and break it up, that salt, especially the rockier the salt, helps it. By being like an abrasive. It helps it even more with the crushing. But again, as you're doing it like this, it's far superior than doing it in a machine. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the machine is great for a lot of things, and if you're doing this on an industrial level, you're most likely probably going to be doing this, you know, in a machine. You know, only in like small, really small specialty type restaurants, you'll have the guy doing this all by hand. Because you see how labor intensive it is. All right, but I think we're done. I think we got it. And you can take this as fine as you want. I think the finer the better. Oye, está lloviendo. Yeah, sorry, it's raining. We got some things hanging to dry out there. Pero, I don't know, paró. Check, yeah. Chrissy. Oh, really? Oh. It's raining out there. Alright, so that's it. We're done. Look at like the nice paste that we have. Okay? So we got garlic, anchovy. Okay? So we're going to put that in this bowl over here to the side. And then we're going to remove this. Oops. Look at that. Let me wash my hands really quick. Now I am leaving this this wet towel here because I'm going to be doing some whisking in there, and so I want to make sure that I you know, as I'm whisking, you know, like something solid to kind of keep it. Okay. Oh, see, the GoPro's finally out. All right, so give me a few seconds while I kind of like reconnect the GoPro, and we go from there. Yeah, so this is reducing very nicely, you know, at my expense as I'm dying of heat here. So in the meantime, let me just get a few things ready, all right, so I can move on to the next step, which means, you know, I gotta get the camera reconnected real quick, all right, and then after we get the camera reconnected, I wanna, let me at least get these anchovies out of the way. I know I'm gonna get in an accident. Okay. All right. So we're going to use this same little bottle here that we used before, that we had the capers in yesterday. So, by the way, so again, you can just put this in the fridge as is. But then what's going to happen is that it's it's just not gonna last as long. If you're probably just like using this tomorrow or in a day or whatever, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But if not, I would highly suggest you do something similar to this. Also, when you're putting it in a jar, you know, make sure that it's covered, completely covered in oil. All right. If you need it, add a little bit more oil, but make sure because anything that's not covered is not gonna be preserved. But those anchovies, I'm probably going to end up using them next week, alright? Also, another little tip, so you don't have your garbage smelling, you know, go on ahead and just give a quick rinse to like a can. You know, let's say like this can, they had like the oily, smelly anchovy paste in there. Or anchovy, whatever, oil. You know, they could be smelly. So, you know, just wash it out. Any can of anything, you know, just things like that. All right, so now we're going to just stick this in the fridge and, you know, we'll use this guy. We'll see you guys next week. We'll see the anchovies next week. All right. So, as you guys can see, we got the paste in here. We still have a few things that we got to do to get the paste ready. So, I mean, we still need a few ingredients. So, because I got to wait for the camera to kind of cool down for a little bit anyway. So, in the meantime, you guys can see me on the other camera and stuff, but I'm going to get a couple of egg yolks. We're going to get that ready to go so I can start working on the next, parts of this dressing. It's raining out there. So I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday. You know, we out here. Oh, there's the rain. There it comes. Hold on, let me go close some windows. Hold on. Alright, sorry guys, hold on. Trying to rescue a few things here. Shit. Yeah, sorry. Hold on guys. Well, at least it's going to be a nice romantic night tonight. So, thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Yeah, what's up with this rain, huh? Just started raining like really strong all of a sudden. Yeah, thank God we got everything out of the, you know, we were drying a few things out there. Thank God we got them out there in time. Whew. All right, that was close. All right. Yeah, but we even gave Gizmo a bath today, you know, so. All right, okay. Let me get the egg yolks. Yeah. Yeah.
Ya no están.
They left. Yeah, because we're having a bunch of ants, you know, like hanging out here. Not like, you know, family ants, you know, like little ants. And it's raining and they just disappear when it rains for whatever reason. Okay, so let me get these egg yolks and let me get the camera reconnected and I think, yeah, we'll move on to the next step. Okay. nice and soothing the rain. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I don't think the rain's affecting too much of the. I don't know if the rain's. Can you hear the rain a lot? I think hopefully it's not messing up the sound. I had the close back here. It's already kind of echoey, and it's hot. I don't want to close another one. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. All right. So let me reconnect the camera. All right. Because I want to already show you what's going on. We got the syrup. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah. There you go. It's developing. Let me make sure the potatoes aren't. Okay. Potatoes are done. I just want to make sure they weren't like burning in there just in case. But I turned them off already a while ago. Okay. There we go. The rain's settling down. Let me turn on the fan. At least on low. How low can you go? 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 Oh yeah, so okay, man, this is smelling delicious. I gotta turn this on quickly. You guys can see what's going on here. In fact, I gotta be careful I don't burn the syrup. So let me turn this down to low. Yeah, there we go. Bless you. Hold on, I gotta reconnect the camera. Yeah, so this is getting, I think we're done with the syrup here, so I'm going to show you. Looking good in there. So you guys want to reconnect the camera so before we can move on to the next thing? Okay. Let me see. You can hear the rain, but we can hear you fine. Rain sounds nice with the music, soothing, great, awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, shout out to everyone out there. All right, okay, so hopefully the camera reconnects. I think it helps to connect the I think it helps with the cameras on, right, to connect it. Otherwise, sorry, my dumb ass didn't turn it on. I'm like, why isn't that connected? But yeah, the rain is nice. Yeah, so out here in Mexico, or the Yucatan, in this part of Mexico, in the jungle, whenever there's like a little bit of a cold front coming through, we don't get snow, we get rain. So this rain means it's gonna get cold. So yay! So you get nice and cold, nice and cool, cool down. Cool down. But yeah, so I'm just trying to reconnect the GoPro so I can give you the bird's eye view of the syrup because we're done there. So I just have it on low right now, but I wanna just turn it off already. But I gotta show you. I mean, what's up? What we got there? To show you what we're working with. Let's see it right now. Okay, so. All right, we're good. So look at that. I turned it on low. Okay, I just put it on low as we were waiting for the camera to reconnect. But look at this. Look at that. We got a nice syrup. like a nice candied syrup. So we're basically there. You know. I think we're going to reduce it a little longer. You know, we can see. It's a nice thin syrup. Let me give it a. Oh, that's good. Okay. So I think we're done here. Well, I'm going to now add back. Yeah, look, in that little bit of liquid, we're going to add it in there, okay? Because look, see, it's already getting. That's a perfect consistency, actually. So I'm just going to get the pears and kind of just put them back in here. You know, baste them. Look at that. Oh, you guys have been such bad boys. Look at that. So bad. That's it. Okay, we're just okay, so that's it. I mean, we're done. So what I'm gonna do here is just put this off to the side, all right? I'm gonna cover it up. Just look at that, it's already nice and thick. You see? I mean, oh wow, so good. Man, this is a really good recipe. All right. So the poached pears are done. Now they're just in the back burner, just chilling like a villain. All right. So dessert, done. You know me, I like to get that out the way. And she said warm, so you already know. But you know, by the time we serve it, it's gonna be nice and warm. Sí, ya la saqué. Bueno, no sé si es la, no sé, pero. Alright, I think you guys can see that, right? In fact, hold on, let me. You got the garbage out there. Good thing I took that out already. I think. No sé. Hold on, guys. Okay, hold on. Sí, sí, son ellos. Ya tienes hambre. Got Gizmo out there saying hi to the nice, nice garbage man. We're gonna wait for them to go by. Gizmo's not gonna shut up, so we're gonna wait for the garbage people. He's just saying hi to them. All right. All right. So we got our anchovy paste in here. Okay. Our anchovy and our garlic and remember the salt. Whatever salt we were gonna add, it's already in there. That's it. We added a little bit of salt in there to help, you know, the maceration part of that. Okay. Now we're gonna add 2 spoons, okay, two nice tablespoons of Dijon, okay, a little Dijon. All right, we do not have Grey Bourbon here, otherwise, I would, you know, whatever, use whatever Dijon you like, okay. So we got the Dijon, okay, we got the egg yolk. Okay, 2, look at how bright orange, delicious. All right. Look at that, you can't. Okay. Man, I mean, the egg yolks back home in the USA, are like, unless you grow them yourself, are terrible. They're like this color, not that bright orange. Look, as a matter of fact, you can see the difference right there. You see, look, the eggs back home are like the mustard color, all right, and then the real eggs are really supposed to be kind of like that color. In fact, I know other places where it's even more darker orange red. I think like in some, like in Japan and other parts, you know, it's like super duper deep dark. Okay, so there's a step to all this. Okay, I mean not a step, but like what is it? Hold on, let me move the camera a little bit this way. But there's a kind of like a procedure, all right? Meaning you don't add everything at once. Everything goes in a step-by-step kind of thing, all right? So I'm trying to see what the best. Oh yeah, hold on a second. No, I'm just trying to think of something so I can put this camera on it. So you guys probably just use this. There we go. I think you guys can see there. Let me see. Yeah, all right. Ta-da! All right, so we got the anchovies, we got the garlic, we got some salt, we have the Dijion, and we have the egg yolks. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up real quick. Yeah, I need a new whisk already. This one's causing accidents. Ugh. Anyways, I think in order to be a chef, you gotta be very anal about something. Anyways, okay. No comment. Okay, so we got all this in there. All right. Now we're going for the emotion, okay? Okay, we're going for the emotion. So how do you make an emotion? By the way, we still have a few ingredients to go. Let me get them here so I don't forget them. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire. And a little bit of white wine vinegar, just a little bit, and we got the lime juice, okay? But we add that later. We don't add it now. Some people add it now and then they add the oil, but it actually it makes the emulsification a little bit more difficult. So we do it kind of backwards, you know what I mean? So we already got all these ingredients in here because the egg yolk and the mustard, they act as an emulsifier. So, and what was it an emulsification? Well, basically, it's what we're going to be making now, which is an oil. It's like an aioli. It's damn it. What is it? I'll think of it in a second. Hold on. But basically, it's an oil type dressing or something like the scent. Okay, you put oil into something, and as you whisk it, you whisk the air into the molecules of the oil, and things like mustard or egg yolks or other things of that whatever have other scientific stuff in them that help all the ingredients and molecules stick together and eventually make like a thick sauce, like a mayonnaise, aka a Caesar dressing. Okay, so that's all right. So let's. So you're gonna see here, all right, on multiple angles, all right, how little I'm adding in there. Okay, we're going drop by drop. We're just adding a little bit at first. We don't want to add too much because it's going to break. But this is, fairly simple. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is just kind of bunch this up a little bit so it's like at an angle. So there we go. So it'll be easier. There we go. Okay, let me. So you guys can see better. I'm trying to, hold on. I'm trying to get the right angle. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you guys are going to see what I'm doing, okay? Give you a close eye. So we're just, going little by little, all right? And yeah, you could do this in a food processor. But it's not going to be the same. So, again, so we had a little bit too much. You see how it breaks there a little bit? You see how it's a little broken? So then you just stop and, you whisk some more air in there. Okay. Good. Yeah, so again, I'm trying not to get this to move too much. That's why I'm... But you see, guys, it's really not that hard. It just takes, some... Good. See, look, I had a little bit too much, you see? But that's okay. Not a big deal. So again, you could do this in a food processor, but I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a higher chance of failure doing it in a food processor. So ideally, essentially, what we're making here is almost like an aioli. And what is an aioli? Basically, that's the original mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is basically, it's a similar base. Basically you're using garlic, or you don't have to use garlic, but it's a similar procedure, but it's mostly oil. We'll make mayonnaise on the show, okay? Soon, don't worry. But you see what I'm doing, all right? So you see how much oil I've been using, okay? It's quite a bit, okay? It's not like, you see, this sauce is coming together because of the oil. And remember, this is a salad dressing, so there's no need to add oil or anything. It's all in there. See how it broke up a little bit there? Let me see if I can do that again. Hold on. Look, watch. When you add the oil, like if you add too much oil, like that, you see how, that's what I mean by breaking. You see it starts breaking. If you add even more oil, it's even more break. it'll break even more, like really break, you know what I mean? And separate. But if you do it right, you're good to go. Okay. Okay, so now it's a little thick, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Because we still got to add a few ingredients in there. All right, we got to, again, you know, we got to be careful because it could cut the mixture that we have in there. Okay. So we got to add some Worcestershire. Oh, let me shake it first. A little Worcestershire sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, whatever you think. A little bit of vinegar. Okay, and so you already know Caesar fresh cracked pepper. Add that in there now. Okay. And last but not least, some citrus juice, all right? So in this case, lime juice. But you see, it's gonna start kind of breaking up in there as we add it. So we gotta, see? Make sure it doesn't break. AKA, make sure it doesn't separate. Okay. Alright. And so now, you know, we're going to taste. Yummy. But yeah, you know, it does need a little salt, so let's add the salt in there now. But this is when you add it, you know, right at the end. Yep, next finger here. There we go. In fact, let me add a little bit more. A little bit more vinegar in there. Okay. There we go. That's what was missing, just a little bit. It was just a little bit more vinegar. Okay, and now, you know, some, you know, Parmesan cheese or whatever, you know. Whatever cheese you got, you know. Not gonna lie, this is what we're using here in-house. So that's what we got in the fridge, so that's what we're going with. But if you got a very nice cheese that you can grate in there and make it extra yummy and fancy, then that's what you go with. But this is what we're going with. Nice amount of cheese. You already know how this works. Okay, add a little more cheese in there. That's it. Now we got that consistency that most of you guys recognize from a Caesar dressing. That's it. One last taste. Okay, I've run out of clean fingers. Oh, so we're gonna go with the spoon. Spoon, all right, little tasty taste. All right. There we go. Winner, winner. She's just out. Okay. Oh man, that's a nice dressing. I haven't made Caesar dressing and I can't remember. It's a long time. So what we're gonna do now is, where we're gonna put this. Let's just kind of dry this out real quick. Yeah, let's just use this container we were just putting water in. So that way we got the easy pourability, all right, of a container. See, we just pour the dressing in there. So that's it. You know, that's easy peasy. So while I do that, well, hold on. Let me just, one thing at a time. By the way, the hardest part of doing a lot of the things that I'm doing is doing certain things like this backwards for the camera. Oh, shit. Yeah, you see, look at making more of a mess than I'm supposed to. Oh, jeez. Yeah, all those like fancy videos, cooking videos with all those like, delicious like camera angles and all that stuff. That is not easy, man. So many shots, so many everything, right? Just to get that perfect. All right, so let's. That's some good dressing. All right, hold on. Oh my god, I hate when people talk about that. All right, so let's just kind of clean. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the fridge. All right, so it stays nice and cool with the lettuce. We're good to go. We'll leave the cheese out. We're gonna use the cheese for the dressing, and let's just put all this away. Now, before I do that, it's time. That's it. Okay. So before let's recap real quick before we get started. Before we go any further, we have done everything. Okay, we've done the potatoes. We've made the Caesar dressing. We got the Caesar. We got the lettuce all washed and ready to go. We got the dessert ready to go. All right, we got it back here hanging out. Okay, we're done with everything, and now it is time for the final countdown. Okay, and it's time to get the pan going so we can make them steaks. Alright, so we're going to turn this on high. Now we're going to take the steaks out of the fridge. A lot of people are like, oh, you should take the steaks out like an hour before and this and that. Listen, none of that. There's many ways to cook a steak, okay? Just like there's many ways to skin a cat. Alright. Trust me. When you go to a steakhouse and you order a steak, that shit wasn't sitting out for an hour waiting for your dumb ass to show up, alright? So, alright, so this has to be as hot as humanly possible. In the meantime, we're going to give this guy a quick season, alright? A quick little season, alright? Salt and pepper. Now, one thing you could have done, which I was thinking about doing, but I said, whatever, was you can do this ahead of time. And yeah, this kind of does help marinate it and help, but it's not necessary. I've cooked a million steaks before, and this is the secret here, guys. The real secret is just salt. It's good steak, good meat, salt, pepper. Okay. And by the way, I got these steaks a few days ago on the whole thing, so so they're not gonna be like all perfectly red, but yeah, that wasn't gonna go to the store today, you know. So basically, salt and pepper, guys. Salt and pepper are a steak's best friend. All right? And that's it. Okay? Easy peasy. That's it. All right? Okay. So now what we're going to do, as we wait for the pan to get hot, we're going to start cleaning up a little bit here. We got a lot to clean up. Shout out to everyone out there today. Welcome, welcome. So we're keeping this very simple, all right? Let me move the camera over here so you guys can see what's going on. All right, let me go put all the ingredients away, all right, while we wait for the pan to get hot. And so you're like, how hot do you want it? As hot as humanly possible. So I'm gonna turn the fan off, actually. All right. Shout out to everyone out there hanging out, watching with me today. All right, let me put this in the fridge. And we're going to be doing, one steak at a time. So to give it a ample room in the pan. We're only gonna be frying the steaks in there. I'm not gonna be doing no fancy sauce or anything like that. Because we just like our steaks like steaks. Yeah. All right. So I think that's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Just clean, 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 clean. Now we're waiting for that pan to get screeching hot. So, I got these stainless steel tables, I got my little water and bleach mixture. Keep everything nice and clean, sanitized as much as possible. Okay. Wash our hands. Wash your hands. Now, we are going to fry these guys up. And it's back there now. We are going to be frying these guys up in oil. Ooh. Man, stupid ass fucking rag. Hold on a second. God. That rag kind of left like a burnt imprint on the fucking pan. Damn it. I gotta clean that off. Oh, fuck, man. Man, look how fucking hot that pan was, though. Yeah, man, you're gonna use like towels, not these fucking Chinese, whatever the fuck these things are, had like some plastic or chemical on it, so when I wiped it, some of the plastic on this thing, whatever the hell, melted. See, look, it's trash. Anyways, the pan's fine, you know what I mean? But it's just that I don't want to be cooking my steak on that, so now we gotta start over again. So, but as you saw how hot that pan got, you know what I mean? Like it took a long time to cool down. So, shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to everyone. We're gonna give it a second, wait for that to cool down. Hold on a second. Alrighty. Yeah, sorry, I was chatting. So, I'm gonna have a little glass of wine, to go with my anniversaries. Shout out to everyone out there. Man, what was I was gonna do something, I forgot. We got Lambo out there talking some smack. Hey, shout out to everyone, But thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Oh, by the way, yes, if you guys could chat, leave some messages, talk on Twitch, that would be the best. Alright, so now let's switch it over to the main big cam, the overhead cam. Alright, as you guys can see there. So now what we're going to do We're gonna add some oil up in this bad boy. And butter. We're gonna get this open. We're gonna add some oil and some butter. Now, we're gonna add the oil in there first. Now you're seeing some smoke. That smoke, a lot of that smoke is the liquid inside, you know, the water. There's still water in that oil, okay? So it's not like 100% gonna burn, okay? So what we're gonna do now is stick this guy in here. And set the timer for 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna flip them, and that's it. Very simple. Nice knob of butter in there. Nice little brown butter action going on there. So we're going for medium rare. So again, it's 5 minutes on each side. So we're doing 5 minutes and then 5 minutes. Well, actually, we're cooking it for 10 minutes total. You know, I think it'll be better if I just do this. So we're cooking this bad boy, all right, for a total of like around 10 minutes, all right? So we're gonna be flipping them around, all right? To give that extra yumminess, all right? So again, you know, that's what we're doing, one steak at a time. I want to make sure that, you know, the steak doesn't get overcrowded. You know, I want to make sure it doesn't burn. That color, that's basically kind of like the butter burning, but that's okay. That's not, you know, it's just flavor. It adds like a nuttiness to it. That's that brown butter stuff that you always hear about. So look at that. And if you want, you know, you could add that rosemary, you could add all kinds of things in there. But I'm not a fan. By the way, I think 10 minutes might be too much. I'm going to do this 7 minutes, actually, is what I'm going to do. turning the oven on again, so that way I think we're gonna get this guy out. It's been a little over 5 minutes. So we're actually going to be doing 6 minutes, okay? Look at that. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. Let me... Yeah, I'm taking it out now. So let me give a quick little wash to this. Give me a second. So again, this is why I love this pan. Or pans like this. Yeah, sorry, just getting a... See, clean, good as new, clean. So I think I'm gonna do it like 6 minutes, give or take. And look at that. Look at that T-bone. T-bone! So we're gonna let this rest, alright? It needs to rest for like at least 20 minutes. I took it out, okay, so I know like around 6:15 my time, alright? But look at T-bone. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna just let this guy rest. Let this bad boy do its thing. Okay. So, what time? Okay. And so we're going to be doing the same now, you know what I mean? We're going to now get this steak and we're going to be doing the same exact kind of process, all right? But I think that, you know, if I would have cooked it the whole 10 minutes, I saw like a video and I was like, 10 minutes seems like a bit long. You know, 10 minutes to get medium rare. But I think it was a different cut of steak. Whatever. Anyways, I'm going by look and feel. And yeah, like I hope I didn't overcook it. I don't think I did. But, you know. We'll see. Looks amazing though. I'm gonna wait for this to get a little extra hot. Can't see a thing. Got all this grease in my, you know, from all the grease that splatters from the thing. Anyways, salud. Magnifique. You know, so again, we're waiting for this to get screeching hot. I got the timer here, you know, so we're just gonna go with that timer, you know, we'll give it another minute, okay? It's getting very hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Well, that's later. So, shout out to everyone out there. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody. Hola, hola. Where do I put the top? I got these poached pears. I'm gonna put the pears back there again, you know, so I can start warming up. I turned the oven on so we can warm up, heat up the potatoes. All right, let's add the oil. Let's go for round 2 with the steak. All right, just added the oil in there. Now I'm gonna need space. Okay, I can see the timer already went off. Okay, so now let's add this bad boy in there. Start the timer, 6 minutes. You got that steak sizzling away. Just magic. Cooking the steak, making it yummy, so delicious. Hey, let's give this guy a quick little flip. Oh yeah. Look at this bad boy. So again, guys, just some olive oil and some butter. The reason we don't do straight butter is because the butter will burn. All right, 100%. And it's not going to taste good. So you use a mix, a combination. Good. I'm gonna render some of this fat. It's a beautiful thing, beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, 6 minutes, you know. I wouldn't go any longer. For medium rare, if you want medium rare, I wouldn't go any longer than 6 minutes. Now that is a beautiful piece of meat. That's what she said. That. Okay, so look at how beautiful that came out. Oh wait, yeah, sorry. How beautiful this guy came out. Okay, so now we're just gonna let these guys rest. All right. Let's turn the fan back on. It's so hot. All right, so we're gonna let these guys rest up. All right. One for me, one for the missus. But in the meantime, I'm gonna start getting hers ready. All right. We're gonna let this again. You gotta let it rest for at least 20 minutes. You know, that would be optimum. You know, 20 minutes of rest time would be the best. All right, so they get like 20 minutes, give or take. All right. So it's already been like 10. Yeah, it's been 10 minutes right now. So we got like another 10 more minutes to go. We got the potatoes in the oven. All right, and we got the Caesar salad that we got to dress up and make real quick. So that's what we're going to be doing in here. But we're going to wait a couple more seconds, okay? So let me take care of this pan so I don't burn anymore. So the secret here, I'll show you so you can see how awesome these pans are. All right. You know, they get like a really good stainless steel. I mean, that's aluminum stainless steel pan. Some shit like that. Whatever. Just a really, really, really hard pan. All right, 1 second. Here. Check this out. Okay. So, as you can see, that's like all stuck there. You're like, oh my God, that's going to take a lot of scrubbing. No. Look. It's still hot. With the hot water, you see how it's already like coming off. See? You just kind of, because it's hot. The hotter, the better. That's why you want to kind of clean these pans. Look how easy. Now, I'll clean this in more detail in a little bit when I do the dishes. But for now, I at least got all that nasty crud off, okay? So, a little tip. But by the way, you can't do this with every pan. It's not like an every pan type of thing, all right? But you can with these. So you don't got to worry about things sticking because it's like a moot point. It really doesn't matter. All right? So let's start working over here. Okay, so you guys can see the steak there. So we're just gonna let that thing rest. I'm gonna bring this other steak over here. I'm gonna put the pears on the heat. You know, not on the heat, but I'm gonna put this back, you know, over here in the warmth of the oven area. So that way it can start warming up again, so it'll be ready for dessert, okay? Okay, just want to make sure the potatoes are not burning. Let me turn on that oven again. Yeah, but I turned off the oven for a minute because it was taking up heat from the stove top. All right. Anyways, whatever. All right. So now let's make the Caesar salad. Remember, we still gotta wait for this to rest a little bit. The more it rests, the better. So Caesar salad time. Let's do this. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Fairly simple. We're going to start off by getting some of this lettuce. Alright, hold on. Okay. Alright, getting some of this lettuce, alright? Enough for a salad, okay? So I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. So you see we got a little dressing, okay, a little salad there. Here, I'm going to show you so you can see up close. All right, now we're going to get some, okay, of the Caesar dressing that we just made. Okay. Give this a toss. Remember, a little goes a long way, okay? You don't need to use a lot. If you want more, you can add more later, you know? So, now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start kind of like putting these leaves in order in a sense, you know what I mean? Like just try to get like the biggest leaf on the bottom, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, but just get like the biggest leaf on the bottom and then put all the other ones on top. Alright. You got people calling me at the worst time possible. Okay. Sorry. See? You see? Got a nice little Caesar dressing there. Okay. Add a few croutons, because as you do, all right, ya está la comida. Yippee! Okay. Oh, Gizmo comes. I call Christian. Dinner's ready, and fucking Gizmo's the one that shows up, bro. That's what I'm saying. I need the sound effect, bro. This guy. Alright, so you guys can see what I'm doing there. So look at that. See, nice little Caesar salad. Okay. Okay, we got the nice Caesar salad. Alright. ¿Quiere un vinito? Un vasito. Okay, so you got the Caesar salad. You got the steak.
¿Quieres tú también?
Yeah, sí, pero sí, un poquito. Okay. And now, un poquito en el frío. Gracias. Yeah. Okay, and now, look at these beautiful, yummy potatoes.
Guido, ¿quién te llamó?
Hmm?
Guido, ¿quién te llamó?
¿Cuántas quieres? ¿5, papita? You can see there. Get a little bit of this herb oil over the top. And that's it. Okay, so there you go, and that's it, guys. I think you guys can see it there, all right? ¿Cómo luce?
Espectacular.
Spectacular. Look at that. So, we got a nice, beautiful,
Estoy impresionada.
more impresionada than normal. So we got the steak, we got the potatoes, we got the Caesar salad. I mean, what more do you want? Oh, that's right, we got my beautiful wife.
Hola, guay.
Hey, what I'm doing, right?
No sé, da igual.
This one looks dirty.
Es-
Oh yeah, okay, whatever. All right, salud. Happy anniversary.
Feliz aniversario, mi amor.
Okay,
Ese está bueno.
so well, I'm gonna plate up the. I'm also gonna plate up the dessert so you guys can take a look at it.
Hay postre.
That's right.
Hay postre.
Howdy. Oh, she's like, oh, there's dessert? She had no
Ay, sí,
idea.
las peras. Sí, se me habían olvidado las peras.
Gizmo, move. It's not your anniversary.
¿Viste qué limpio quedó? Bueno,
See.
no iba.
Anyway, so you guys can see there.
Qué bonito.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is she's gonna eat this. All right, we're gonna start. She's gonna try eating it, start serving it up, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna serve up a poached pear. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys, what the pear looks like. Look at that, taking those Instagram pictures. I see Gizmo getting ready. Ay, papi, yo me voy a bañar y eso antes de comer, ¿ok? ¿Está bien o no?
Qué bonito.
Look at that. Oh no, the GoPro's dead. Did it? Did it die? Yeah, let me reconnect the GoPro. We're gonna finish strong. So let's have her try it out. See where we're at. There you go. And tenedor. So right now it's been 20 minutes, okay, since the steak came off of the
A ver si
pan.
reposa.
So still, right now you can cut it in. The longer it sits, the better. But it's okay. In the meantime, she's gonna try out the Caesar salad. Let us know how that is. Think you guys would.
Ay,
Since the steak came off Ahí tiene prueba ahí. So yeah, después se prueba aquí, después ahí, no. Look at
voy
that.
a tomar un...
Yeah, take pictures. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. ¿Vas a tomar fotos de eso?
No, déjame tomar un...
Happy anniversaries. You want that? The good Caesar salad? Now, look, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? In order for that Caesar salad to really, sorry, just going to get the other camera going. But yeah, in order for the Caesar salad to really take it to that next level, we needed like real Parmesan, shaved Parmesan, whatever. That would have that's the last thing. But I mean, come on, not really gonna be complaining You know what I mean? About this. You know what I mean? Like again, she very tasty, right? Okay. So yeah, let's just reconnect. Okay, so in the meantime, we're.
¿Por qué? Tengo una
Sí,
pregunta.
sí, sí.
¿Por qué las has servido enteras y no troceadas?
Oh, okay. So see, look, she asked me a very good question. Something that I answered earlier, but I'm gonna do it again here. No, it's okay, it's okay. So, tú sabes, you do know that this comes from Mexico, right? Caesar salad is Mexican. See, she didn't know. Okay. So again, just to reiterate, Caesar salad is actually Mexican. It's not like Julius Caesar or it's not like some European thing. No. It's Caesar. Like Cesar. Cesar. Like Caesar. Caesar is like an actual Mexican name. It's like Jose or Juan. Anyways, so some guys were kind of traveling through. I think this is like in northern Mexico or something like that. They were traveling through. This place, and this guy, he was like a chef owner of a restaurant, and these people wanted something off the menu, something different. So the chef said, okay, I'll make something for you, and he created Caesar salad. He created that dressing that he dressed as Caesar salad. Now, when you the actual restaurant where this first created is still up and running, and they're still making this dish. They're still making it exactly like I made it. Now, I added a few things to it. It's basically the same recipe, but the way that they present it is this way. And so, so this is the original way, because we went to, look, I've worked in fancy restaurants. We presented it this way. We went to a steakhouse not too long ago. Remember, the steakhouse, and they presented it this way. And I've always thought in my brain, oh, this is just like the fancy way to present it. But no, this is actually the original way to present it. That's the actual way to present it. But, not coming from the restaurant industry, I understand why they chop it up. It's like making ground beef. You know what I mean? This is like serving up a steak, a fillet. The way that it's, all the leaves have to be perfect. Well, you saw the process to just clean the freaking leaves and get it to make this happen. So it's a lot more laborious.
O sea, ¿es pecado cortarla?
No, you're supposed to cut it. Yeah. Oh, she's like, oh, can I cut it? No, yeah, you cut it. Yeah, like you make it into squares or whatever. But that's the actual way to present it and to do it. So I did not know that. Who knew, right?
O sea, de presentarla.
Yes, exactly. This is the proper way to present it. The original way. The only thing different in this recipe from the original recipe was that I added a little Worcestershire sauce, I think, and a little bit of the vinegar. That's it. I think that's it. Other than that, I think it's exactly the same.
¿Qué del dressing para esto?
Yeah, you want more?
Sí, está rico.
Perfect. See, there you go. See, that's why you gotta wait until honestly, I've learned this the hard way from the restaurant industry. I like a lot of dressing on my salad, okay? But that's not the right way to do it. It messes up the salad. It's too soggy, whatever. And again, not everybody likes it either. You know what I mean? Some people do, some people don't. So in this case, she liked it. She liked it a lot. She likes extra dressing, so now we add the extra dressing. But in order to do a proper salad, it has to be dressed properly as well. You can't overdress it. You can't underdress it. You can't, you gotta make sure it's dry, because again, you see how all the leaves are nice and perfectly covered in freaking dressing. Okay? You're welcome.
Y yo aquí desmadrando.
No, and then she goes, oh, and look at me, I'm just destroying it. I'm like, yeah, but that's the point. That's the point, though. But the point is that why do I go through so much work on my end, okay, just so that she can destroy it? Well, because as she destroys it, okay, it tastes so much better than if I were to just throw it together. You know what I mean? All those steps, all the work, everything that I did is for, there's a reason behind it. There's a method to the madness, all right? So, can we cut the steak? I want to cut the steak. I'm curious, man. I hope I passed. All right? Let's see. This is, like, I guess, let's cut the moment of truth. Que lo pica yo o tú?
Tú.
Okay. I'm going to cut it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. She's going to eat and devour this whole thing, but I just wanted to, see how we did here. So I'm going to cut right from the middle. Okay.
Se ve suave.
Okay, there we go. Medium rare. That's sorry. I know it's hard to see. It might be a little hard to see on the camera there.
¿Qué quieres?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I know it might be a little hard to see with the colors and all that stuff, but that's a perfect medium rare. I don't know if you guys can see there. But you know what? That doesn't matter. The real test is her. So, hold on.
Sí.
The real test is... Yeah? It's cooked good?
Incluso la grasita está rica.
Yeah, see, look, and yeah, because I gave her a bit of the fat from the edge, and it's even perfect. So, in fact, let me, yeah, because remember, I crisped up the edges there. So, here, let me just show you a little bit. But I think you guys can see it there. Hope we can, well, whatever. Hope we can aquí.
Sí. Se ve muy bonita, ¿eh? O sea, el color.
He's like, oh, it looks perfect, it looks beautiful. Yes, it does. Okay, so, you know, I just wanted to show you, because remember, we did a little bit, kind of like a little tutorial there on how to cook the steak properly. Okay? And look at that. I think 6 minutes is it. Okay? I think 6 minutes. Look at that. Perfect. Okay? Look at that. Pretty nice. I mean, it looks good.
Se ve muy bien, ¿eh?
But you see, like, how different it looks on camera, right? As it looks in person. You see? Like, everything.
Sí, se ve más rojo.
Right? Look at that. Perfect. I passed. Did I pass? Let me kiss. All right. Yeah. Happy anniversary to all of us.
Bueno, ¿y cómo se corta?
No. Okay. So she's like, how do you cut it? Because by the way, she's Mexican. Remember, this is an American thing, or this is more like Mexicans don't eat their meat this way. Cubans don't eat their meat steaks this way.
En el norte.
Okay, in the north they do. Okay, in the north because remember the north of Mexico is close to Texas and close to all that area where that got all the cattle. Remember, it's more cowboy stuff. It's very out here. I'm in the jungle with the fucking Mayans. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, yeah. Basically, we eat pork out here, and I got like Chichen Itza in my backyard. You know what I mean? I got like the fucking Mayan pyramids and shit in my backyard. In the north, it's more like Texas. You know what I mean? It's very different. You know, Mexico's very different. Okay, so how do you cut this? Very easy. It's against the grain. Well, how do you know the grain? Well, as you can see, there you go. You see, you can see it right there. So you basically go against the grain. As you can see, aquí, see on this side, you see the grain is going like this. And here, you can see the grain is going like this. Okay, so what you want to do here is you want to cut it this way. No, don't worry. Look. Against the grain, okay? So, how do you know? Look, you see there? You see?
O sea, yo veo que está así.
Sí,
Está
mira.
de lado.
Tú no ves eso ahí, esos son todos los granos. Pero tienes que ir en contra de los granos. Okay, so. As you guys can see here, how do you, here, pruébalo, try it out to see if it's soft. How do you know? That's against the grain, okay? You see, like you see all those little dots there? That's the grains that are going this way. You know, they're going that way. Okay? You know, they're going this way. So when you cut it this way, and you get that piece, again, okay? You see, you cut this right here. This is against the grain there. That's the soft. It's going to be melt in your mouth. Okay, melt in your mouth. These are going against the grain. See, sorry. See, delicious, right? All right. And that's okay. So now, as she finishes this right here, I'm gonna plate up the, the pears. Okay? So We got Gizmo here going crazy. He smells the steak. He's like, I want some. You motherfucker. All right, so we're going to let her kind of do her thing. And in the meantime, we're going to check on the pears. Now, you see these pears are done. I'm just doing this so you guys can see what it looks like. You know, the final. Okay. So now what we're going to do.
Cesar,
Oops.
Mr. Lodak dice,
Oops.
Cesar Cardini was Italian, but he created in Mexico.
Ah.
The Caesar salad.
There you go.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Lodak.
Did not know that.
Todos los días se aprende algo nuevo.
That's right. So you see what I'm doing there. So yeah, Lodak said, well, you know, you read in the comments. Lodak said it was an Italian that lived in Mexico. So look at that. Look how pretty that is, okay? So we're going to turn this guy off. Okay, we're going to come over here. And that's it, guys. I mean, look at that. It's very simple poached pear. All right, we put a little strawberry, a couple cherries in there. You gonna put it on? No. You want to wait? You don't want to try it now?
Ay, si luce tan bonita.
But look at the poached pear, what it looks like.
Wow.
I want that. Okay. You got that nice syrup there, and that's it. So let's have her try it out real quick. Pero ahí.
Solo le...
Sí, está suavecita la pena. Okay, just try a little piece just to see how it came out. Yeah?
Caliente.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah? You like it? That's it. Nice and sweet and yummy and...
Bacon.
That's right, a little baby pear, a little pear with a nice little syrup, nice little, you know, that's it, a little cherry on top, you know, we got more syrup, y si quiere echarle más sirope. And that's it, guys. That's it. So, very quick and easy. Well, I don't know how quick and easy. How long have we been streaming today, but...
Pues empezaste tarde.
Yeah. Well, it was 6:30 and we started at what time?
Como a las 2:30 empezaste.
No, I started like 3:30 or something. No, 3:30. I started at 3:15, 3:30, give or take. So actually, not that quick. It's only 3 hours. It actually took 3 hours, so not that quick. But you can make this very quickly, okay? Remember, we went step by step by step. We went very meticulous. You know, we took our time. You know, you can probably do this in half the time, okay? So, but just wanted, and again, on a lot of the stuff that I did, you can do ahead of time. Like, for example, if you got your date over, you're not going to spend an hour, you know what I mean, doing the whole lettuce thing. You get that done before they arrive, you know what I mean? And certain things. In fact, what you do are just a few little things, you know what I mean? So that's another thing too, another little trick, you know, when you're cooking, you know, for somebody, date night type of thing, is that, you know, you get a lot of things kind of like done and out of the way. And then other things, you know, you can, that's what you cook in front of them, like the steak. You definitely want to cook the steak in front of them, you know what I mean? That's, you know, big mucho buco point and all that. So, and by the way, why do you let it rest? Because as you can see, or as she can see there, as she's cutting into it, it's no juice is bleeding out, nothing's bleeding out. It's staying perfect to perfection. And that's it, guys.
¿Corte bien?
Yeah, you cut it right. That's right. And by the way, she goes, did I cut it right? And I go, yeah, you cut it right. But you know how you also know when you cut it wrong? When you chew on it and it's chewy. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, I cut it the wrong way. So that's another indicator, you know what I mean? So when you cut it the right way, it gets nice and soft. How are the potatoes? Yeah, they're good too. And you saw how quick and easy those potatoes were. So the potatoes were easy, the steak was easy. In fact, the hardest part of the whole dish was washing the frickin' lettuce. How about that? But it's a process, you know. Watch. She goes, why? Watch the show. Watch the episode. But anyways, and that's it. You know what I mean? We're done. So we're gonna end it here, guys, because you know I gotta clean up. I gotta eat myself, and you already know what's up. So, guys, you already know. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to please like, please subscribe. Whoa, almost fell back there. Please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more important than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow when we're gonna be doing some Asian cooking, right? You want some Asian food tomorrow? And some boba tea? That's right, we're going to be doing some of that. And then on Thursday, we're going to be doing some French onion soup and all that good stuff. And if you want to know more about the menu, just check out the channel. Look at, I have it all there set up so you guys know exactly what I'm cooking tomorrow, the next day, and so on and so forth. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Happy anniversary to us. Happy anniversary. Where's our, hey, one more.
Hey.
Bye. Salud to you guys, dude.